After gaining various types of knowledge from the internet and books, we often become so full of our own knowledge that this knowledge itself becomes the biggest obstacle in our minds. By the end of this story, you'll realize how essential it is to empty your mind of knowledge. Before we get lost in the story, please subscribe to this channel. Now, let's begin the story. This story is about 4 women who aspired to become monks in their quest for self-realization. They visited various gurus, but none of them would initiate them. The women eventually heard about a guru who was entirely different from the others, as his method of accepting disciples was unique. He would prepare all seekers, whether they were women or men, by asking them a question before making them disciples. The 4 women, filled with hope, approached this guru and paid their respects. The guru asked them the reason for their visit. The 4 women explained that despite searching for inner peace throughout their lives, they had not found it anywhere. They had been wandering in search of that peace, and they wanted to take initiation from him to become monks and seek the ultimate truth. The guru agreed but laid down a condition. He said he would initiate them, but they had to answer his question correctly. If they couldn't answer his question, he wouldn't initiate them. The context is straightforward. Are you ready? The 4 women agreed, and the guru told them to pause and decide among themselves who would answer his question first. All of you go far away so that neither can they hear the question nor the answer. Then the guru pleased the first woman by saying, imagine that you are in a boat with 20 men, and you are the only woman. The boat is lost in the sea, and there is no shoreline in sight. Suddenly, you spot an unfamiliar island. You all start moving towards that island. Given this situation, what will you do? The guru asks the woman, tell me, in this situation, what will you do? The woman responds, to protect my honor, would jump into the sea, sacrificing my life. Perhaps some of you might think the woman's answer is correct, but the guru tells her, you can go now. Your answer is wrong. What need is there for you to punish yourself? Disheartened, the woman leaves. Then, the second woman arrives. The guru asks her the same question, let's assume you are going in a boat. In that boat, there are 20 men, and you are the only woman. The boat is lost somewhere in the sea, and there is no shoreline in sight. Suddenly, you see an unknown island and start moving towards it. What will happen to you when you reach that island? Guru says, tell me, what will you do in this situation? The second woman says, in such a situation, I will offer myself to the strongest man on the boat, as a powerful man among the 19 will protect me. You might think her answer is correct, but the guru also tells her that her answer is wrong. It doesn't matter how strong the man is. However, the 19 men might be stronger. The disappointed woman leaves. Then, the third woman's turn comes. The guru asks her the same question, imagine you are going on a boat. In that boat, there are 20 men, and you are the only woman. The boat is lost somewhere in the sea, and there is no shoreline in sight. Suddenly, you spot an unknown island and start moving towards it. What will happen to you when you reach that island? The guru asks, tell me, what will you do in this situation? She responds, well, everything seems fine. There are 20 men, I am alone, and the boat is lost on an unknown island in the sea. But what's the problem? In reality, she was a prostitute by profession. She says they are men and I am a woman, they will fulfill their needs and I will fulfill mine, and I don't see any issue in it. After hearing the answer from the third woman, the guru tells her that her answer is also wrong, and he asks her to send the fourth woman. Finally, the fourth woman arrives. The guru asks her the same question, let's assume you are going on a boat. In that boat, there are 20 men, and you are the only woman. The boat is lost somewhere in the sea, and there is no shoreline in sight. Suddenly, you spot an unknown island and start moving towards it. And within you, you feel that you are the only woman among those 20 men, and after reaching that island, what will happen to you? Tell me, what will you do in this situation? The fourth woman, with folded hands and a bowed head, says, I don't know what I will do in that situation. Then, the guru tells her to be prepared to find out because she doesn't already have a preconceived answer. The true answer can only be dug up by that person. The guru initiates her and she embarks on the search for the ultimate truth. Once, a man asks a sage, "Why do I feel jealous of others even though I have all the comforts and luxuries in my life? What causes this jealousy within me?" The sage asks, "Do you really want to eliminate this jealousy from within yourself?" The man says, "Yes, Mahatma, I want to completely get rid of this jealousy because it has turned my life into hell." Hearing this, the sage says, "Your biggest success is that you are accepting that you have jealousy within you. Many people don't even acknowledge it. They see the pain, but they don't understand the cause of this pain." The sage then asks the person, "Can you tell me what feelings arise within you when you see a poor person?" The man says, "I feel compassion." Then the sage asks him, "And when you see a wealthy and prosperous person similar to yourself?" The man says, "When I see someone like me, who is rich and prosperous, my mind tells me that I should earn even more wealth than him and become richer." Then, the sage asks, "If the person in front of you is wealthier than you, what feelings arise within you?" The man says, "Then, I feel like doing whatever it takes to leave him behind, not let him progress ahead of me." Then, the sage says, "When you cannot compete equally with the person in front of you, what emotion arises within you?" The man says, "I feel jealousy towards that person." Then, the sage says, "That's how jealousy is born. Jealousy means incompleteness. When you start comparing yourself with others and see that the other person has more than you, then you start feeling jealous of him. However, within that person, there may also be a feeling of jealousy towards someone else." Then, the man asks the sage, "Mahatma Ji, I understand what jealousy is now, but I don't know how to get rid of jealousy. Can you tell me that?" So, the sage says, jealousy can be eliminated by not comparing. When you start comparing yourself with someone else and see more in them than in yourself, then you feel jealousy within. To end this jealousy, you must stop making comparisons. There is only one way to do this, and the truth is that just as the sun cannot be compared to the moon, in the same way, comparing one person to another is an insult to life because a person who compares himself with others is demeaning himself, insulting his own existence, and disrespecting the breaths he has received. Life is running within everyone. And everyone is different, and being different is not a deficiency but a beauty. Then the man tells the sage, "Mahatma Ji, it feels good to hear this truth, but implementing it in life is very difficult." So, the sage says, "That's why we say, don't just listen to the truth, but experience it." Then the man asks, "Mahatma Ji, how can one know the nature of this mind?" On this, the sage says, "Through meditation, meditation is the only path through which you can understand the emotions of your mind. You must know how this mind works because it is this mind that compels you to compare with others, to feel jealousy towards someone else." The man then asks the sage, "How can one practice meditation?" So, the sage says, "Meditation is difficult to practice, but it is effortless to let it happen." What does it mean to let meditation happen? The sage continues, "When you don't make any effort to meditate, meditation happens on its own, just like your breath happens naturally. Can you sit in one place without doing anything?" The man says, "Yes, I can." Then the sage says, "That's all the effort you need for meditation. Leave everything else to the present moment. Meditation is about allowing, not doing." Friends, please share any obstacles that come to your mind in the comments section. And if you liked this story, please subscribe to this channel and share this story with your friends. So, see you in the next story. Until then, take care and stay blissful.